Hello everybody and welcome to the Color Mirrors Oracle card reading for the month of March 2015. So I'm going to shuffle the cards, and while I do that I want you to think of whether you are drawn to the number 1, the number 2 or the number 3. And whichever card I turn over for 1, 2 or 3, that is going to be your guidance for the month of March. So I'm just going to have a little shuffle. And then just fan them out and randomly pick 3 cards. Right. So, card number 1. Oh my goodness, I'm just dropping some cards here. Oh, nice. Card number 1 is the Orange Fire Elemental. So let's have a little look at that. And it's about a fire walk. Okay, so I'm wearing orange, so this is a little bit spooky because I don't normally wear orange, and when I was going through my array of colors this morning, this is the color I felt I had to wear. So this is actually means there's a message for me in this orange as well. Now, the fire elemental is all about a courage when you want to do a fire walk. Now, actually, we had this card appear, I think it was in the January reading, so it's come up again. So there's still something here going on around having courage to face whatever March is going to bring up for you. So I want you to feel and think about anything in your life that you are absolutely ready to let go, and you are prepared to do a fire walk and show your courage in closing that door behind you. Okay. The other thing that this orange fire elemental links to is hormone imbalances. And I also feel that, you know, when your hormone imbalances are you know, your hormones are not balanced. I'm obviously not qualified to talk about nutrition, but I know from my own experience when my hormones are out of balance, my diet is just out of whack completely, and my hair and my skin and everything is just not looking good. So it might be a really good month for you to check your hormone levels, make sure that everything's in balance, make sure that you eat foods that relate to any kind of hormonal imbalance you have. Go and see a nutritionist, get hold of a supplement. I know I've recently started taking supplements and I've never ever done it. I mean, I've had to get to the age of 50 odd to be able to admit that actually I could do with a little bit of help. So I'd like to encourage you to think about getting some nutritional and some health advice to do with your diet. But also at the same time, spiritually, just be aware that the month of March there is going to be a challenge coming up for you, and it's going to relate to you having some courage and sticking to your spiritual principles. It's going to be a month where you're either going to be in fear or you're going to be in faith. So good luck with that one. Okay. Now, the card number 2 that's come up. Oh, wow, another nice one. Okay, there we go. It's the Royal Blue Dragon, and it's about indigo adults. Oh, well, this is one I also know relatively well. Indigo adults tend to have the resistance to authority and resistance to organizations with power, and they can be very judgmental about how people handle their organizations. You know, so for example, if you constantly angry at the banks because they don't know how to manage money, or there's an organization that particularly has a damaging effect on the environment that you're aware of, if there's insurance companies that just seem to take you for a ride, you know, those kind of organizations where they have power but they don't take the time out to look out for their actual clients or take an interest in the environment and the impact their businesses have. So indigo adults play a very important role in the world because they act as our consciousness. They act as that little voice in the head that says, you know, maybe you should recycle, you know, maybe you should think about the impacts you're going to have on the environment and on everybody else around you. But I'd like to bring it a little bit closer to home for the month of March for you. I want you to think about anywhere in your life where you still resist that voice in your head that they're saying to you, come on, get on with it, get some discipline, action some things in your life, get things going. Don't just talk about it or think about it, really get some movement going in your life. So for the month of March, I'd like indigo adults to look at themselves and see where they resist their own inner voice of authority. And it could be that voice that is driving you towards change or driving you towards trying something different in your life. You know, the thing with the color indigo and with the adult dragon kind of energies that sit here, what we're looking at here is a push in the right direction, all right? But you need to get some discipline into place, and you need to really pay attention to that authoritative voice. It tends to be a male voice. It will be your masculine side that comes through and says, come on, you know you've got to do this. Stop being such a wussy and get on with it, okay? Well, that's how the voice speaks in my head anyway. And now I'm telling you far too much. All right, so a dragon month for you for the month of March, and good luck with that. The third card, oh, okay, well, orange. Right, so there's definitely something going on here. Orange, sexuality, your body is the gift. And what's interesting is, you know, I'm involved with Source TV, and there's recently been a couple of posts about how when you shut down your sexual center, you shut down your ability to create new projects and to make lots of money and to be successful. And I do know this to be true. And, you know, I do share with my students that there was a period of time in my life I was celibate, and I wasn't, you know, having any relationships and dating or anything. And it was at that point in time, my money also stopped. My creativity stopped. I was just plodding through things. In fact, I had a very deep, dark night of the soul experience during that time. Not a bad time, because we learn from those experiences, but I do know that when I met Paul, my husband, and we started a relationship, that all began to change. So I really do believe that your sacral chakra, which is your orange chakra, the seat of sexuality and the seat of creativity, if you activate it in some way by being more engaged in a sexual relationship with a partner, or you are actually, you know, doing something more creative for you, and preferably both, it is going to unlock some potential in you to come up with creative ideas to move your life forward or your business forward, whatever, you know, whichever part of your life you feel you want to become unstuck with. The other thing that I like about the orange is it's the color of bliss, and it's the color of enlightenment. You know, this is that kind of Buddhic energy that promises bliss and enlightenment on all levels. So, yeah, I think, you know, have a look. Do you perhaps have any judgments about if you are now spiritual and you're on a path of bliss, that, you know, celibacy is the way, and you're meant to, you know, you've activated some kind of a celibate program inside of you that says, I'm not supposed to be with a partner. So yeah, it's a bit of a challenging one, this, and a difficult one to have a conversation around, because it is quite personal, and I know I have been at that end of my nun program, as I like to call her, the one that had vows of poverty and celibacy. But yeah, I think if you want to open yourself up sexually, you want to open yourself up creatively, orange is definitely going to be a good color. So we'll see what we do by next month. I'll have to report back to see how the orange is working for me. So my darlings, that's it. There's 3 cards for you. Hopefully either the fire elemental or the indigo royal blue dragon, or the orange card of sexuality, passion and creativity has inspired you for the month of March. I wish you all the best for this month, and I will be filming in April while I'm in South Africa, hopefully with some lovely South African scenery in the background. So see you in April. Thank you so much.